Okay, so we moved in here at the last weekend of January, and now is the middle of June, and up to this point we've never had anything on this wall in the dining room. We've only had our table and this little cabinet where we keep Kai's leash and her brushes and stuff. So that's pretty much it. And in this back corner back here we have her food bowl. So we have decided that it is time to redo our dining room. So we went shopping and picked up some things at Hobby Lobby. Everything was 50% off or on clearance, and we got a little cabinet at Big Lots, and I'm so excited to start doing our little dining room makeover. And everything we got, we kept it under $200. So we've got stuff for that wall, a cabinet, and part of the remodeling project is we're actually going to repaint the top of our table because it does have some damages on it. And this little table right here is just a small little cheap table that was picked up at the dollar store many years ago, and we're going to paint it to kind of match so that everything is a little more uniform, and very, very excited to see how it all turns out. Good morning and happy Sunday, because this is a Sunday when I'm filming this, but whatever day it is that you're watching this video, I hope that you're having a great one. So yesterday, Henry and I went into Hobby Lobby to pick up something for a project that we're doing. We're remodeling, well, not remodeling, but we're redoing the porch, we're repainting it. And so we want to do some decor, and instead of buying one of those pre-made welcome signs, we bought a piece of lumber at Lowe's, and Henry has stained it for me, and we wanted to get some stencils, and we're going to do our own little DIY welcome sign. So we went into Hobby Lobby yesterday to get a pack of stencils and a stencil brush. This was the only items that we went into Hobby Lobby to get. Well, while we were in there, we discovered that Hobby Lobby was having a pretty much store-wide 50% off sale on all their home decor. And you know, when Hobby Lobby has a sale, you have to buy something. So we decided while we were in there, we have our dining room wall. We have this huge wall in our dining room that has nothing on it, and we've always been wanting to try to figure out something to do just to kind of fill that wall in. And then we have this huge wall in the living room that is completely blank and empty, and so we just thought we would look around and see if we could find something, and lo and behold, we actually found a lot. One little thing I found is this. It says never give up, and this was only $7. It actually wasn't part of the 50% off sale, but it's okay because it was only $7 and it's adorable. So we got that. I got one of these wall quotes. We did one of these when we were in Fort Myers last year, and the one that we got was like, hope anchors the soul, because that's one of my favorite quotes. And this one says, live life to the fullest and make a difference along the way. And we just loved that. This was $24.99, but it was part of the 50% off sale, so we got this for like 12 and some change. So we're so excited about that. So we will be doing a quote wall in our dining room. And we found this on clearance, not for the dining room or the living room, but it's these little peel and stick tiles. Now in my kitchen, there's no backsplash behind the oven, and so there's always grease splatters. There's nothing you can do to prevent those, you know. No matter what you cook, something's going to splatter. So I've always been like so frustrated that there's no backsplash here. But then again, this is a rental house, so there's only so much that we can do. But when I found this, I told Henry it's only 12 bucks. It's very simple. It's peel and stick. It doesn't damage the wall. So for 12 bucks, we're gonna make a little backsplash behind our oven and have a quick little fix. And it's gonna dress the kitchen up a little too. So this is not related to the dining room, but I think it's gonna be a fun project and I can't wait to see how it turns out. This next piece, also not related to the living room or the dining room, but we just had to have it. And it was part of the 50% off. It's pretty big, but it says, "May the force be with you." Now, we're big Star Wars fans, so we just love this. We have a split level, and from the entry, the main entry, the front door of the house, the steps that go down into the bottom level, the basement and the garage, there's like this huge wall there, and we decided we're gonna try to find some way to put this on that wall because Henry goes out to the garage to go to work, to go to his truck, to go to work. I have my office set up in the basement and that's where I work. So we thought this would be a cute little sign for us as we venture off to go to work every day. May the force be with you. I don't know, we're weird, but we like it. And I found this wasn't part of the 50% off, but it was on clearance and it was only like $6. I think it was like $6.29. I already tore most of the sticker off. I don't have it all off, but this says, "Long live the adventure." And it has the little arrows pointing at the corners. So one thing that I decided I wanted to do in my living room, on that huge wall in the living room, I've always wanted to do a photo wall. I look at those on Pinterest all the time and I love them. They're so pretty. Some of them are done, you know, some of them are done so aesthetic and beautiful and elegant, and some of them are just all over the place, but they still look so good. So we decided, or I decided, that I was going to get this picture, "Long live the adventure," and put it in the center, like make a center point of that wall. And I'm just going to get a bunch of pictures printed off. The kids, the family, Henry and I, just everybody, you know, everybody that's in our circle. And I'm going to do a photo wall in my living room. So I'm excited about that. This also not related to the living room or the dining room. But Henry's always wanted a little mail thing. And this was on the 50% off. Now it came in a box. And Henry took it out of the box as soon as we got home. So I don't even remember how much it was. But whatever it was 50% off. I don't think it was very much at all because everything I bought at Hobby Lobby was only $80. And that's pretty good to have gotten a lot of pictures and a wall quote. So we do pretty good. But he's got this. He's going to fix that up downstairs at the basement door, the entry into the steps. Because I'm always working downstairs in the basement, and usually when I go check the mail, I just go out the garage door and I pile everything up at my desk anyway, because I usually never just come upstairs to bring the mail. And then the final thing I got is going to go in our dining room. So this will go on the wall with the wall quote. If I can get it all in the frame. It's this beautiful picture with the little country truck and all these gorgeous white flowers. And it kind of feels like, it looks like chalk paint. It's kind of like not a smooth texture, but we thought that would be so pretty. And we're excited about it. So I'm going to try to get the dining room set up. After we left Hobby Lobby, Henry wanted to go into Big Lots. He needed to go. We were actually going to look for an extension cord. And when we go in there, I always have to go over to the corner to look at furniture because, you know, my 2 desks have come from Big Lots, and usually they have some really cute stuff that's pretty inexpensive. So when we went in there, we actually found a rustic bar cart. And that's something that we've always talked about, is like, I wanted a cabinet, some kind of cabinet for the dining room to just kind of make it feel more like a room rather than just the space that has nothing but our table in it. And we've, Henry has just always, he has these little shot glasses. He's always wanted those out and displayed. I have this gorgeous little wine, it's like I don't know, some kind of little wine crate that I keep my, I've got some bottles of the Walking Dead wine. One was bought for me from Henry, and my best friend Tisha, she bought me a bottle, and so I wanted to display those in this wine basket. So we asked about, we couldn't find one in the box, this rustic bar cart, and it was like absolutely what we wanted. They didn't have one in the box, so I asked the manager, you know, when would they get one? It was a display. I said she didn't know if they were ever going to get them back in. I said, please sell me the display. So she had to talk to her manager, and after about 20 minutes, they agreed to sell me the display. So we were in the Camaro, so I said, I'm paying for it now, and I'll be right back for it. So Henry and I paid for everything, ran home, jumped out of the Camaro into his truck, ran back up, and got it. So now I have a cart for my kitchen, or for my dining room, and I'm so excited about it. And then I want to get my picture and my wall quote put up, and then all I have to do is paint the little shelf that we have. Kai's, I keep looking at it because I'm trying to figure out what to call it, but it's just a little shelf where we keep her leash and all her little brushes and stuff, and paint the table, and we'll be done with the dining room. Yay! So that's one more room completely finished, and I'm going to show you the cart right now. So here's our little cart that we got, and on the bottom it has the space for your stemware. The middle shelf was kind of a short shelf, so we decided that would be a great place to display Henry's shot glasses. And then that is my little basket that has my Walking Dead wines in it. And this is where we will store our alcohol once we start replacing some, because we haven't really bought any in a while. Excuse me. And then I'm going to hang my picture and my wall quote up over the cart. And this right here, Henry made this for me probably about two or 3 years ago, about 3 years ago. And it says, sky above our heads, sand beneath our feet, life is good. And he painted that and put the little fairy lights inside of it. And I love it, and I thought it was just a great addition to our little cart. So I'm going to get my pictures up, and we'll see how it looks when I get it finished. So here is my bar cart all set up. I have all my little stemware up on the bottom shelf. We have Henry's little shot glasses, and then up top, so pretty, so here is the final setup for the bar cart. We have stemware, shot glasses, beer glasses up top, the shaker, my little Walking Dead wine bottles, the wine bottle opener, and just a couple of random bottles of alcohol. But we got the picture from Hobby Lobby put up, And we have this adorable little "Everything is better in a mason jar" sign. I had that in the kitchen, and then this little metal H for Hanes hanging up. And I didn't put the wall quote here because it turns out that the quote was actually a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, and it just was too much for the size of this cart. So we just hung the picture up and put these two pieces here. We really like them. So what I did with the other pictures is I put the Long Live the Adventurer picture right here, kind of over the end table and the dog crate. And I just have to get some pictures right here printed off to go on this. And the big empty wall, I put the quote, and it says, "Live life to the fullest and make a difference along the way." So I thought that would be great to just kind of center on that wall. And now I'm going to get some frames and start doing my photo wall around the quote. So I think that worked out perfect. So now we have this whole wall. I still don't have anything over there over the TV yet, and I don't know what I want to do with that, but I will have my wall quote and my photo wall. Right here is just this little rustic palette, I guess picture frame, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to get some pictures printed off to hang up there. And then we have the dining room wall finished with the wall card. So all in all, we're pretty much finally done with this wall. The only thing is if we ever decide if we want to do something over the TV and what, I don't know that yet. And for the time being, we just left our "May the Force be with you" picture right there on the TV stand. It actually kind of works there, so we're pretty happy so far with how this is going. The dining room is completely done now. Well, as far as any decorations, I still have to paint the table and paint Kai's the little table with her stuff. And then in that corner is like where her food bowl and water bowl are, and we're just not doing anything with that corner. But the dining room is almost finished. 2 final projects left to go, and we'll be done. And then I'll be working on my photo wall. So it's coming along, and I'm very excited with it. This picture is just gorgeous though. I'm so in love with that picture. And I love how the whole bar cart came out all together. Okay, so this is how everything turned out in the dining room. I painted the table, and I did a dry brush technique just to kind of make it look a little rustic and weathered, kind of trying to go for that farmhouse vibe here. I have something to put on the top of it to seal it, and I still have to do that, but this is just what the finished table is going to look like. But I love it. I like this so much better, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. And see, just doing the dry brush technique just really makes it look just like an old weathered farmhouse table. This is our bar set up. Since me and Henry are the only two here, like 99% of the time, and I use one of the dining room table chairs in the office to sit at my desk anyway, I just set the 2 chairs out of the way and just kind of keep 2 chairs at the table. Plus it was a little too crowded between the table and the bar anyway to have an extra chair, so I just kind of keep them out of the way, and I use this one when I go take it into my desk when I'm doing schoolwork or, you know, writing or whatever, working on my planners. So this is the bar. We have it all set up. and we're really pleased with it. This was my picture I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm totally in love with it. And then I have this wreath. Let's see, I got this little picture from the Hobby Lobby, and I got this wreath from Joann, and it was like 70% off, so it was like a $60 wreath, and I got it for like $14.99. I'm not in love with the placement of it. I got some command hooks, and I had it lower down, but the command hooks I got wouldn't stick to the glass, so I had to move it up onto the door. So I don't feel like the placement of it is really where I want it to be. I want it to be a little lower down, a little more centered. So I'm gonna have to try to get some different command hooks for that. And I have to put my rug back down. I have it, it's out there on the porch because I had to clean it up. So I gotta get my rug back in. And I painted this little table. And this is just where we have the basket with Kai's brush and her deodorizer and her leashes, and then her little treat basket on the bottom. And right here I moved out of the corner. I took this from the corner and moved it over here, her food bowl and water bowl. And so now this is just kind of her little area in the dining room. But this is the finished dining room. And overall, I'm really pleased with it. I love how the table turned out. I love the wreath once I get it placed, you know, a little more lower down where I want it to be. And the picture from Hobby Lobby is just perfect. I love the picture so much. So overall, I'm really, really, really happy with how it all turned out. Okay, so final update. The wreath was really driving me crazy. So I did go buy a different type of command hook, and I lowered the wreath down to where now I feel like is more appropriate, and I really love the way it looks now. I also moved the dog bowl back to the corner. Since I'm constantly taking the chair out of the corner and taking it into the other room to use it at the desk, I decided to just leave it in there, and I can bring it out if I ever need it. So, got the rug washed and down. So now this is my final dining room. There's my purse in the chair, but this is the final result of my dining room makeover, which was hanging up the pictures from Hobby Lobby, getting the bar cart, painting the table, painting this little side table with all of her doggy accessories, washing my rug, and adding this beautiful wreath from Joann. So I'm very excited with how it turned out, and now I think with the placement of the wreath, my dining room is officially perfect. you.